Hello and welcome to another edition of Paydirt Remote. I'm Dominic Piper. Today I'm joined by Dr. Julian Stevens, Managing Director of Sovereign Metals. Julian, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Tom.
Julian, you've had some great results out this week. I noticed on social media you actually posted following the ASX announcement that you said these are the type of results that make a geologist say, wow. What is it about them that's resulted in you saying, wow?
Thanks, Tom. Yes, I did. I was pretty excited when I posted that. So, look, what we received, or the results we announced earlier in the week, were some really high-grade rutile results from our rutile project in Malawi, and the drill holes are over a very large area, and they show, world-class, pretty much grades of rutile. So we're really excited, and we think we found a potentially world-class rutile deposit in Malawi.
I know you only came across these projects not so long ago. What's the next step from here?
So, look, next step is we're looking to move the Cassia deposit into an inferred resource. So we've actually finished the drill program now for that, and the majority of those samples are in process. So we're targeting the resource for towards the end of Q3 this year.
That's a pretty ambitious target when you've only really started testing the project. Does that say something about mineral sands exploration? Does it say something about this deposit in particular?
I think it says something specifically about this deposit because it's a little bit of a different style, and it's quite flat-lying and widespread. So actually the drill density is probably a bit wider space than what you would have to do in a normal mineral sands deposit.
Yeah, I mean, you've got more than one target there. You've got a huge area in the first target, but you've also got another couple of other projects. How did you come about these projects in the first place?
Well, originally, Sovereign was a graphite company, and we had a large ground package in Malawi, and we were exploring for graphite. In fact, we took one of the projects to a pre-feasibility study. During that process, we actually worked out that rutile was present there as well, and started a bit of a rutile program. And in fact, it appears to be an entire province with multiple rutile prospects and or deposits. And really, at the moment, we're really just scratching the surface.
It's only early days, of course, but could this discovery eventually be on a par with the likes of Sierra Rutile and Base Resources' Kwale project in Kenya?
Look, I think so. When you start looking at the size of the mineralised footprint we have there at Cassia alone, which is about 5.5 kilometres by 2.5 kilometres and still open in most directions, it definitely looks like it's getting into the hundreds of millions of tonnes of mineralised material, and look, potentially it could, at some stage in the future, rival something of the likes of Sierra Rutile in terms of size and grade.
Not every mineral sands product is born equal, but rutile is particularly robust at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, look, definitely. Rutile is it's the premium titanium mineral. The market's in deficit at the moment, so really there's just not enough natural rutile deposits out there in the world, and some of the better ones have been mined out and or are now producing at lower grades, etc.
Julian, obviously exploration and discovering the resource is only one step in the way, particularly in the mineral sands project. Have you started any metallurgical test work or flow sheet test work yet?
Good point, Dom. Yes, in fact, very early in the sort of discovery process, we decided we'd do some metallurgy because, you never want to find a huge deposit and find out the metallurgy doesn't work for you. So, yes, indeed, last year we published some metallurgical results, and it showed we get a great recovered grade of rutile, and the specifications met the specs for premium grade rutile in the market, both in terms of the chemical composition and in terms of the size of the product.
You've obviously spent a little bit of money lately in putting this exploration results together, and you've had a little bit of a boost in the market. Does that suggest that there might be a capital raising in the offing? Are you looking at raising more money this year?
We would need money probably at some stage this year, but we've got enough to get us through to potentially a drop resource.
The mineral sands market is quite a tight one and small one. There's not many players in it. Have you had any corporate interest from these early results?
Yeah, look, we have had a couple of knocks on the door so to speak. There is certainly some interest out there and some offtake interest as well.
Julian, you've spent a long time in Malawi. You've been there with previous incarnations as well. It's not a well-known mining jurisdiction. How are you finding operating there at the moment?
Yeah, so look, Malawi is a relatively small Southeast African country, English-speaking, really friendly, quite a quiet place, really great place to work in. I've been working in Malawi and on projects in Malawi for something like 14 years. So I've got really good connections in the public sector, in government and in the private sector as well. Sovereign's got a great reputation there. Government is right behind us. The mining industry is small in Malawi. We're a major player there. So we find it a really great jurisdiction to work in.
Julian, congratulations on the set of results and good luck with getting the resource out later in the year. And hopefully we'll speak again around that time and see a nice big fat resource, maiden resource from the project. Thank you.
Great, Dom.